Good morning, and thanks for joining us for Fox 40 Live. I'm Elissa Harrington.
And I'm Paul Robbins.
Lieutenant Clatt's been flying more than 20 years, but says it never gets old, and how could it when you're doing stuff like this?
The Oakland Police Recruiting Department received some of the worst damage. You can see windows were bashed in. There's graffiti on the side of the building. And over there, a woman trying to clean some of it up. It is hailing, and look at this. I was able to catch quite a bit in my hand. Live in Oakland, where Occupy protesters are hoping to shut down the port. There you see smoke billowing from the garage where this fire started. Well, making a wish in this fountain's going to be a little difficult today because the fountain's frozen. There's my penny. These gusts very, very strong. I mean, take a look. We put a bag up along the stop sign, and you can listen. This is what people are going to be ringing when those cyclists cross the finish line. Several hundred took to the picket lines here outside the Kaiser in South Sacramento. They're all wearing the color red because red's the color of solidarity and also the color of both unions. There's that pole right behind me, snapped in half, power lines ripped down. Take a look at these tire tracks, about half a foot deep. A suspected drunk driver veered off the road. This is what they were especially worried about. Look at the ground, all of these dried up leaves. You can actually see the roots and see how it was pulled out of the ground. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this spotlight to kind of show our viewers that fog. You can clearly see at least 6 bullet holes in the back window of this truck. Here's a look at that damage to the Crystal Geyser truck. During the impact, the side of its trailer was peeled back like a sardine can. Firefighters still trying to control this wildfire raging through Topaz Ranch Estates. Now, this all happened just before 5 a.m. Thieves ripped the pipes from the overhang, cut the wire, and then tried to make off with all of this. Here you can see workers with the Elk Grove Unified School District boarding up the classroom. At this point, investigators believe the fire started in this trash can, which at the time was leaning against the building. A lot of people are very upset this morning. This is what they're waking up to. Their tires flat and their car's key. Just take a look at the damage on this vehicle here. This crane toppled over, bringing part of a ride with it, leaving a worker dangling from the top. It appears that the deputy did not have his lights or sirens on, was traveling at a very high rate of speed, and might have blown through a stoplight. Breaking news, the body of a young girl was found inside the dugout of Rosemont Park's baseball field. You can see their tire marks. They backed a car into these shipping doors, went inside, and took off with thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. I am standing here in this huge puddle in the Burger King parking lot, and I mean, look how close this water got to the front door. The county just got out here and measured this thing. The base of this oak tree, 13 feet across. This thing's absolutely huge. You can see for yourself. And when it fell yesterday afternoon, it scattered debris about 200 feet throughout this neighborhood. This right here is a good example of why you want to clear any leaves or debris away from a drain. Come over here and take a look at this car. Pretty unfortunate for whoever owns this car. Hope they have a snow shovel. But you can see all of this fresh powder. I mean, I'm walking right into it. It goes all the way up to my knees. And if I push it around a little bit, you can see just how loose it all is. This is fresh powder. This is stuff that the area has been getting over the past 24 to 48 hours, 2 to 3 feet last night, and over the past 2 days, close to 5 feet. They pulled quite a few things out from inside the business. Here's this big pile of debris, pieces of the ceiling, some wiring, even a vent. One other thing that's really interesting is that this company does have security cameras in place. They say they are working. Just one of these can cause a whole lot of damage. Look what one pellet did to the window of this car and to the body of this car. It's clear by this dent that these pellets, although small, were coming out hard and fast. So here are the cows, and there's the fire not too far away. That's why firefighters are on scene, spraying off surrounding buildings to make sure it doesn't spread. The damage is so bad it's hard to tell what was even inside this store. Burnt ornaments, burnt Christmas decorations, and a charred Christmas tree. The burglar made a break for it. He punched out the screen to that tiny vent and wiggled his way out head first onto the roof. Now, Paul, what time was it when we poured this ice? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was 18 and a half minutes ago. It was 7:46 a.m.
Well, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, let's do it.
At least you're all geared up. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Nice. Good form. Really good technique.
Yeah, that looks good, Elissa. Good job.
Let's see how I did.
Oh, beautiful.
A Rancho Cordova volleyball coach was confronted for making players practice with duct tape on their mouths. Police say a man tried to take a flat screen TV out of the school, but it didn't quite work out the way he wanted, right, Sean? Modesto police hope a new sketch can help them track down the person who tried to kidnap a teenage girl.
A developing story from Midtown Sacramento.
A van has crashed into a marijuana dispensary. This is happening on 19th and S Streets by the Safeway there. Demonstrators say they have no plans to vacate. Marion Rafferty has the story. A suspicious fire at a Sacramento barber shop that opened just a week ago.
Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson is not taking the day off.
In fact, he's making it an on day by volunteering. Sean Bennett is live at St. Hope Public School. Sean, what's the mayor up to?